Let me ask you something. What do you do when life knocks you flat on your back? When everything you planned, everything you worked for suddenly crumbles? Do you freeze? Do you make excuses? Or do you rise? Because listen, life isn't about what happens to you. It's about how you respond. And right now you have a choice. You can stay stuck in fear, or you can take control. You can let this break you, or you can turn it into fuel. The difference? Action. And today I'm giving you 10 powerful strategies to take back your power starting now. Your emotional state is the foundation of everything you do. When life hits hard, it's not just about the circumstances. It's about how you respond to them. If you allow yourself to dwell in frustration, fear, or hopelessness, you will remain stuck. But if you take control of your state, you reclaim your power. Most people think their emotions come from external events. They believe that when things go wrong, they have to feel bad. That's a lie. Your emotional state is a choice, and you control it through 3 key factors: focus, physiology, and language. First, focus. What you focus on expands. If you focus on problems, you'll feel overwhelmed. If you focus on possibilities, you'll feel empowered. When life knocks you down, ask yourself, what am I focusing on right now? Am I obsessing over what's wrong, or am I directing my focus toward what I can do? Shift your focus to solutions, growth, and opportunity, and you will instantly change your emotional state. Second, physiology. Your body affects your mind more than you realize. Slumped shoulders, shallow breathing, and low energy create a depressed state. But when you stand tall, breathe deeply, and move with power, you change how you feel instantly. That's why exercise is one of the fastest ways to break out of a negative state. Motion creates emotion. If you feel stuck, move. Go for a run, take a cold shower, dance, jump up and down. Anything to shift your energy. You'll be amazed at how quickly your mindset follows. Third, language. The words you use shape your reality. If you keep telling yourself, this is too hard, I'll never get through this, you reinforce a disempowered state. But if you say, I am strong, I can handle this, this challenge is making me better, you prime yourself for resilience. Your self-talk is not just a reflection of your mindset, it's the creator of it. Speak with power and you will feel powerful. Taking control of your state is not just about motivation, it's about mastery. The people who succeed in life, the ones who overcome impossible odds, all have one thing in common. They don't let external circumstances dictate their internal world. They choose their state no matter what. Think about the moments when you've been at your best, when you felt unstoppable, focused, and driven. What was different? You were in a peak state. You were confident. You took action. The great news? You don't need external success to feel that way. You can put yourself in that state right now. So when life hits hard, your first job is to get out of the emotional fog. Interrupt the negative pattern. Move your body, change your focus, speak to yourself with strength. The faster you control your state, the faster you take back control of your life. Taking action is the single greatest force for change in your life. When adversity strikes, most people freeze. They get stuck in overthinking, doubt, and hesitation, waiting for the perfect moment to move forward. But waiting never solves problems. It only deepens them. The people who create breakthroughs, who overcome obstacles, are the ones who take massive, decisive action immediately. Think about a time when you felt overwhelmed. Maybe life threw an unexpected challenge at you, and you didn't know what to do. The natural response is to analyze, to hesitate, to seek more information before making a move. But hesitation is the enemy of progress. The longer you wait, the more fear creeps in. Doubt takes over. Your mind starts building worst-case scenarios, making you believe that action is too risky. This is where people stay stuck, not because they lack the ability, but because they fail to act. Massive action creates momentum. The moment you take a step, no matter how small, you shift from feeling powerless to feeling in control. One action leads to another, and before you know it, you've built momentum that carries you forward. Think about pushing a heavy object. At first, it barely moves, but once it starts rolling, it gets easier. Life works the same way. The hardest part is the beginning, but once you move, everything starts to shift in your favor. Now, some people say, but what if I take the wrong action? The truth is, there's no such thing as a wrong action. Even if you move in the wrong direction, you're still learning, still adjusting, still growing. The real mistake is doing nothing at all. The most successful people don't always make the right moves, they just keep making moves. They course correct along the way. They fail fast, learn fast, and keep pushing forward. Action also transforms your emotional state. If you feel overwhelmed, anxious, or stuck in fear, the fastest way to change that is to do something. Fear lives in inaction. The moment you start moving, whether it's making a call, writing down a plan, or taking one small step, you break the cycle of paralysis. You send a signal to your brain that you are in control, not your circumstance. Another key to taking action is raising your standards. If you want to change your life, you must demand more from yourself. People don't rise to their goals, they fall to their standards. If you accept mediocrity, you'll get mediocrity. But if you set a new standard, if you decide that nothing less than massive progress is acceptable, you will find a way to make it happen. The reality is, most people don't take action because they let their emotions dictate their decisions. They wait until they feel ready. But the truth is, you may never feel ready. Confidence doesn't come before action, it comes from action. You build confidence by doing, by pushing through discomfort, by proving to yourself that you are capable. Every time you act, you reinforce the belief that you can handle whatever life throws at you. So when life hits hard, the question is not, what should I do? The question is, what action can I take right now? Don't wait for the perfect plan. Don't wait for motivation. Decide, move, adjust along the way. The moment you do, everything changes. The way you perceive a situation determines how you respond to it. When life hits hard, most people see their problems as obstacles, as things that are happening to them, trapping them in a cycle of frustration and helplessness. But the truth is, nothing in life has meaning except the meaning you give it. If you can change the way you interpret a challenge, you can change your entire experience. Think about it. Two people can go through the exact same hardship, yet come out with completely different results. One person might crumble under the pressure, seeing their setback as proof that they're doomed to fail. The other person, however, might see the exact same situation as an opportunity to grow, to rise, to become something greater. The difference isn't in what happened, it's in how they framed it. Your brain is always searching for meaning. When something painful happens, your mind immediately tries to make sense of it. If you tell yourself, this is the end, I'll never recover from this, your brain will find evidence to support that belief. But if you say, this is tough, but I will find a way, this challenge is making me stronger, your brain will search for ways to prove that true instead. This is the power of reframing. The world's most successful people weren't handed an easy life. Many of them faced hardships most people can't even imagine. But what set them apart was their ability to take their struggles and turn them into fuel. They refused to see failure as the end of the road. Instead, they viewed it as a lesson, as something that was preparing them for a greater purpose. When you reframe challenges into opportunities, you move from being a victim of your circumstances to being the creator of your destiny. This doesn't mean ignoring the difficulty of your situation. It doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to focus on what you can control instead of what you can't. It means asking better questions like, what can I learn from this? How is this shaping me into a stronger person? How can I use this experience to help others? Pain is inevitable, but suffering is a choice. Struggles can break you or build you. It all depends on the meaning you attach to them. If you believe that life is happening to you, you will always feel powerless. But if you believe that life is happening for you, even in the darkest moments, you will find the strength to keep going. Every setback carries a seed of opportunity, but only if you choose to see it that way. When you start reframing challenges in this way, something incredible happens. Instead of resisting hardship, you start embracing it. You start realizing that the moments you once thought were destroying you were actually shaping you into the person you were meant to become. Every great success story has a chapter of struggle. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't what they went through. It's the story they told themselves about it. So when life hits hard, pay attention to the meaning you're attaching to your situation. Are you telling yourself a story of defeat or a story of resilience? Are you seeing your challenge as a punishment or as preparation for something greater? The moment you shift your perspective, you shift your entire future. Success is not random. It's not reserved for the lucky few or those born into the right circumstances. It follows patterns, principles, and strategies that have been tested and proven over time. No matter what challenge you're facing, someone else has already been through it and not only survived, but thrived. If you want to accelerate your growth and overcome obstacles faster, you must learn from those who have walked the path before you. One of the biggest mistakes people make when they struggle is trying to figure everything out on their own. They believe their problems are unique, that no one else can understand what they're going through. But the reality is, whatever you're dealing with, whether it's financial struggles, relationship challenges, a career setback, or a personal crisis, someone has faced it before and come out stronger. Instead of reinventing the wheel, why not learn from their experiences? Why not study their mindset, their habits, their strategies? Success leaves clues. If you want to transform your life, start by modeling those who have already done what you want to achieve. If you want to build resilience, study people who have overcome extreme adversity. If you want to grow financially, learn from those who have created wealth from nothing. If you want to improve your relationships, look at those who have cultivated deep, meaningful connections. Every great achievement leaves a trail, and if you follow that trail, you can reach your destination much faster. And one of the best ways to do this is by reading biographies and studying the lives of extraordinary people. When you dive into the stories of those who have conquered massive challenges, you start to see patterns. You notice that they all went through hardship, that they all faced moments of doubt. But what set them apart was their ability to push forward despite the obstacles. These stories serve as proof that no matter how bad things seem right now, there is a way through. Mentors are another powerful way to learn from others. A mentor doesn't have to be someone you know personally. It can be a teacher, a coach, an author, or even someone you follow online who inspires you. The key is to find people who have the results you want and absorb their wisdom. If they've made mistakes, learn from them so you don't have to make the same ones. If they've developed strategies that worked, apply them in your own life. The fastest way to grow is to surround yourself with people who challenge you to be better. If you spend time with those who are constantly negative, who see every challenge as an excuse to give up, you will adopt that mindset. But if you surround yourself with people who push through, who see obstacles as opportunities, their mindset will rub off on you. The truth is, no one succeeds alone. Every great leader, every successful entrepreneur, every top performer in any field has learned from those who came before them. They didn't try to figure everything out from scratch. They studied, they modeled, they took the best strategies and applied them to their own lives. If you want to succeed faster, do the same. Seek out the lessons left behind by those who have already won the battles you're facing. Their experiences can become your shortcut to success. So when life hits hard, don't try to do it all on your own. Look for the clues that success has left behind. Find the people who have already overcome similar struggles and learn from them. Whether it's through books, mentors, or the people around you, tap into the wisdom that already exists. The answers are out there. You just have to be willing to seek them out and apply them